You come down a hill and then it goes straight up into a really high climb. And I struggle with that hill every single time I do that bike ride. And I'm always asking for her help. And that's when I feel her. And it's quiet there, it's always quiet. And I can hear her voice most clearly, especially on that hill. So I think I should name that hill the Susan Roman Hill. Hi, I'm Stacey Wright. I will be participating in the South Beach Triathlon in South Haven, Michigan on June 23rd. For those of you who don't know what a triathlon is, it's segments of swimming, biking, and running. Each day is different. I might get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go swimming. The next day I might go for a 15-mile bike ride at 6:30 in the morning. There's a lot of time you spend alone. I think about goals I have for the future, plans I want to make. I think about Susan. I became friends with Susan in 2006. Our husbands belonged to a business group. They had a spouse event, and I met Susan through that event, and also a very good friend of mine, Kristen Samaglio.
There are so many amazing things about Susan. Her sense of humor, she was always upbeat, even when she was going through the worst of the worst. You wouldn't have known it because she was so positive.
I loved her energy, I loved her humor and her laughter. She was like a magnet that I just wanted to get to know her and find out how she was shaped and formed and what made her tick.
Throughout her journey, even from the very beginning, we all had incredible hope because Susan had such hope and was so optimistic.
She was just full of energy and life, and I'd never met anybody quite like her before. When I decided to do the triathlon in her honor, I wrote the letter asking my friends and family for support just 3 days before she passed away. I had every intention of reading that letter to her, letting her know how much I valued her battle and that I wanted to honor her in this small way.
I don't think I ever really thought that Susan was going to lose the battle. I really thought that she was going to beat it.
I never got to read that letter to her, and I do regret that. There are times throughout my training when it's difficult. It's difficult to get up a hill. It's difficult to run another mile. But I hear Susan's voice in my head saying, "You can do it." And I know that when I ask her to follow me up the hill, she is. And that motivates me probably more than anything else.
Maybe if we had all been more aware of the subtle symptoms that get overlooked, then you might be able to catch it a little bit earlier. And that's the whole mission of the organization. And Susan made that very clear from the get-go. She said, "I don't want to raise money for research. I want to raise money to create awareness."
That's my goal. That's my reason for all of this, is so that other people can know, understand, and do something about it.
It's so important to know the subtle signs of ovarian cancer. Bloating, pelvic and abdominal pain, feeling full quickly, and urinary problems. If these persist for more than 2 weeks, it's something that you should talk to your doctor about because they might be able to detect ovarian cancer early.
That might save your life or save someone else's life. On June 23rd, I know Susan's going to be with me every step of the way, cheering me on in that sweet voice of hers, and I know that when I get to the finish line, that will be a glorious moment for all of us. If anyone would like to know more about the silent symptoms of ovarian cancer or would like to donate on my behalf, please go to ovariancancersymptomawareness.org and make your donation today.